Hey everybody, welcome back to This and That with Grandma Kitty. If you are new around here, thanks for popping by. I hope you stick around. And if you're so inclined, somewhere down here, there's a fun little feature. It's a bell. You can click on that bell. Every time I post up a video, you'll be notified. And I don't really do high editing or anything, so like that little blub over there, yep, that's gonna stay in the video. We're just here to have some fun, have some chit chats. I might have something that you didn't know, and maybe you can tell me something down in the comments that I don't know. Over here, we like to do some crafting, we like to do some DIYs, we like to have chit chats while walking on a walking pad, because why not get some more steps in per the day? It's still a little bit chilly here, although it is warmer than it has been in probably a couple months, but it's pretty dampish, so still feels a little cold. Uh, as I am on the walking pad, you're catching me just before I have to go do some adulting things like, get the oil changed. I do apologize for the light. I am in front of a window. I do appreciate natural light, so hopefully that'll work out. So, how you been? How was your last weekend? Mine was pretty good. We had a chill weekend. The weekend prior, as you know, we did a birthday party where we traveled. So, took a low-key weekend. I needed to unwind a little bit. Sometimes when you hear the news or lots of social media coming at you, you gotta take a little break. And that's okay, because that is not selfish. That's called self-care. And it's okay to do things like that. It's okay to turn off your phone and monitor phone calls. It's okay to lay around in your pajamas. It's okay to watch Christmas shows any time of the year, because why not? That being said, we do have Valentine's Day coming up. And how do you feel about that? Uh, mixed, mixed feelings. Because the way I feel, like with Christmas, you'll see some different decor when I have the walking pad rearranged. If you keep the magic of Christmas alive year round, it's not just a one-day thing. It's not just a one season per year kind of thing. With Valentine's Day, what I've noticed and what I see, and we'll put this in the file of points to ponder. Why does somebody need a one day to buy heart candies or give somebody a card, let them know how you feel, or go out to a fancy dinner, or any of that? Because we don't know how many days, minutes, seconds we get here. And wouldn't it be cool to just do something spur of the moment, not because the calendar says so? It's just something I think about. It is a day around here that is bittersweet, multiple reasons for both my wife and I, but we are choosing to try and make the best of it, to see the positive, to not dwell in past sadness or hurt that might come up. So we've been approaching this day with all kinds of ideas, and I was just informed that we have plans. I'll maybe fill you in on those. But then again, maybe not. Anyhow, before I hopped on here, I was downstairs and I was making Valentines. Yeah, I'm a little bit late getting them out, but that also coincides with, have you seen the high prices of postage lately? Ooh. But what I wanted to talk about was, do you remember as a kid going to school, you get a shoebox, or they'd give, I think one year we did milk cartons. Back in the day, the Valentines were really, you'd fold them in half, and they were small. They'd fit in a milk carton. Then as you got older, you graduated up to a shoebox because classes got bigger. And that's all really cool. And I've seen the Valentines at the stores lately. We were just in the forest of many dollars. I was going to do a haul, and I got overzealous, started cleaning with the new supplies. I can tell you a little bit about something I found that it's not new, but it's new to me to use. And I think it's really cool. But I saw the Valentines, and it's cool now. They have little toys that you can attach. They have suckers. I think we saw warheads. Never had one of those. Don't want one. I know they're sour. Tattoos. Tattoos are a cool thing. But have you ever felt like when you made your Valentines, you hoped you got a certain amount? See, back in the day, they didn't make kids have to give them to everybody in the class. Well, that was probably the premise. But I can tell you with complete certainty that there were a few years where my friends all gave me one, and maybe a couple other people because their mom said or their father said, you're making one for everybody. And I always made one for everybody in the class. We did get a list, but they didn't really enforce it. And you'd kind of notice as a kid, somebody's pile on their desk is a little bit bigger than yours. I don't know. As a kid, I noticed things, but I didn't really squeaky wheel it. I didn't really tell people or be like, hey, they got more than me, because I was just thankful that I got some. And I got some really cool ones, especially from my friends. I can remember getting little erasers, like taped on, glued on, suckers, gum. Ooh, back in the day, you could have gum handed out for classroom treats, birthdays, that kind of thing. Can't do that now. Couldn't really chew it there, but the minute that bell rang and you got out of the school doors, gum. Love gum. I'm this many years old, and I will still chew gum even when I have no more teeth. At least that's how I feel. But nowadays, and I can remember when my kids were little, you'd get the class list. And then you would get the no nuts, no this, no this, no, nothing with red dye 40, nothing with, it got to a point where I would just send the kids to school with like the pencils or, what else did they, stickers. We'd stick stickers on there. It just gets to be, as the world changes, I suppose, you never know what to do. But you were sure that your kid got a Valentine from everybody. Same thing with like birthday parties. Schools started changing to where if you were going to invite kids to your birthday, this happened with my kids, didn't happen in my era, it happened with my kids, that if you intended your kid to hand out invites at school, every kid in the class had to get invited. We never really had a problem with it. The kids that my kids wanted at their parties, we just called them. It really wasn't that hard. But is it, I don't want to say the system, the schools, or who's making it hard? Because when you're a kid, you're just excited that kids are going to come over. Just like Valentine's Day. You hope that somebody sends you a Valentine. You hope that somebody might call you. I would hope that people would just reach out because they want to reach out. That's caring. That's showing how you feel towards somebody. Oh, when we took our chill out weekend, it makes you think a lot. It makes you reconnect with yourself. And I'm home just by myself. I mean, I have Charlie over here, but he's sacked out taking a snooze. But as you get older, you think about the things. And you think about the things that made you feel good as a kid. And this is where I want to go with this. It's not wrong to not outgrow something. And it doesn't mean that that's affecting your maturity. It's not wrong to want to do fun things that other people might think is weird. I love Hello Kitty. Always have, since I was middle school. First time I ever saw Hello Kitty in the mall, little tiny stationery sets. Had to have it. Didn't care if I blew all of my birthday money or all of my babysitting money because it was neat. It was new. It was neat. Still like it. Have a tattoo. Although the tattoo is inspired by Hello Kitty, it is not Hello Kitty. It is my Grandma Kitty persona. That being said, I color. I have all kinds of coloring books. I do word search. Love word search. I chew gum like crazy. It's sugar-free. Love gum. Love hard candy. Still have my Barbies, but I don't play with them. But I still have them. I have toys from my childhood. They're living in a box. That won't always be a thing because as I change that crafting area downstairs that some of you I've told about, My hope is to build shelving and be able to display all of the things from that generation. My wife has a bunch of different things that, of course, I don't have because we don't have the same things. We're not twins. So that'll be kind of cool. It'll be nice to see all the things, spark the memories. But at some point, you know you have to draw a line. And a lot of people say, well, how do you tell if it's an obsession or just a way to keep a memory? I look at it this way. It's okay to be obsessed about certain things as long as you balance that out with other things. Some people collect and collect and collect. That's great. But if it starts affecting your health in such a way and people become worried about you, that's when we got to pump the brakes. Maybe take some reflection time. This is kind of a little all over the place, but my main thing is my takeaway from the little break that I had on the weekend was do things for yourself. Do things that make you happy. And odd as it may sound, and if the concept does sound odd, if nobody had planned to do for you or send you or you didn't get a Valentine, do something for yourself. Get dressed up. Go eat that fancy dinner. Take yourself on dates. That sounds weird. It's not that tough. Like I say, treat yourself. I'm learning. I'm this many years old. It's okay to want things as long as everything else that you need to have done is done, like your bills and, the have-tos. If you want, I don't have any makeup on today, just lotion. Get yourself all made up, or don't. Binge watch some movies that are fun. Reminisce through photo albums if people still have them. A lot of things are on those little drives that you stick in the computer. Sit and color. Get some Play-Doh. Play-Doh is an awful mess, but it's a stress reliever. Being able to manipulate and mold things, and you might spark some memories. Do something fun. Better yet, go to the toy department in store of your choice, because I'm not sponsored. Go down the toy aisle, and if you're able, don't tell people, Grandma Kitty said, and so now I'm broke and I can't pay for groceries. Don't do that, okay? But something fun that you can do any time of the year, any time of the month, multiple times a month. Sky's the limit because you're in charge of you. Take yourself to the toy department. Whatever aisle makes you smile, makes you have some memories, buy yourself something. Legos, Barbies, Play-Doh, a game. They have different kinds of games. And they have things that a one person can play in the little handheld. Remember the Coleco football games? Oh, I loved that game. Got one from a yard sale years ago. I don't have it anymore. I love that game. Simon? Simon is a great game because as you get older, these memory kind of games, these word search, crossword puzzles, they're very good for you. Simon would be a great thing. They have knockoffs of Simon. They have those Bop It games. Again, none of these are sponsored. I'm just saying, get yourself something that you'll enjoy. And I have to giggle. My youngest son is often asked, do I have to have a significant other? No. That was my answer. But then I was kind of curious, and I really like his outlook, kind of. He's a unique character. He said, because I don't really want one. I'm fine. I like what I have, and my job keeps me busy, and I go to the gym, and I have my gaming. And his take was, if I get a significant other, I'm going to have to listen to her, ma'am, and I'm going to have to do what she wants. And that may seem selfish, but it's not. He knows what he wants, and he's happy being who he is, how he is in his station of life, There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Nowadays, we won't get all into the political of things, but there is so much sadness, there is so much worry, there is so much everything all at once. As an adult, you have the right to go buy yourself some toys and just play. Put some retro cartoons on. You can stream almost anything these days. With Valentine's Day being on, I believe, Saturday, make it a weekend. Spa day. Hey, gentlemen can have spa days too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Bubble baths. You can do your own nails. You can go get your nails done. Just take care of you. Doesn't have to be one day. Doesn't just have to be a birthday, an anniversary, a holiday. More often, we're all running 7 different directions at one time, and it just gets to be a little much. Something I've started doing that I find comical is found some. I'm going like this because our TV is right up on the wall there. We're usually facing the TV, but I'm sideways because I have the light behind me. You can kind of see the tree that we decorated after we took the tree down, the Christmas tree. Started doing virtual walks and hikes. And I've been to places I've never been, which is really fun. I really loved Arizona when I was out there last year. So I went and I walked around in Sedona, and it was amazing. I don't often shut my eyes on the walking pad because I usually walk much faster than the pace right now. But I've been to the Acropolis in Greece. I've been went to Knott's Berry Farm. That was fun. All the neat things. Yesterday, I was in Diagon Alley at Universal Studios. All these places. And if I never get to go physically, I've seen it. I can't smell the smells, but I could hear it. And I can see it. I'm not about to lick the TV to taste it, because that's not a thing. Open yourself up to trying new things, and it'll just change your outlook. And that's really what I wanted to talk about. I had a thing where I was going to do all kinds of points to ponder, and that gets kind of heavy. And this is a space where you can just hang out and be yourself, and we can talk about things, we can craft. I don't have any crafts for you right now. I was making Valentines downstairs, and kind of can't show that because sometimes they watch my videos. So I could show you that, but that's okay. And I've been doing laundry, and y'all know what laundry looks like, so I'm not going to film that. But I've been thinking about different things and things to make myself happy. I'm not unhappy, mind you. But being stuck in a rut, so to speak, and spinning your tires, like not being able to be out. Now, it's very sunny out right now, and it looks like it's warm. It's not. It's supposed to be 44. It's not. Not with the real feel. But it is sunny. And that's motivation, because I'm somebody that I need the extra vitamin D. I need the sunshine. You start to go loony-toony in the Midwest, because from about end of October-ish, all the way through to March, you can't really do anything. It's mushy outside, it's cold, then it snows, then it's cold, then it's wet. It's one of those things where you have to start finding things. I've told myself, I have to start finding things, not just house projects. Though I love a good project, have a whole list of things I cannot wait to get to do. Talked about rebuilding the lanai and that stuff, but I can't do that now. A lot of the things I can't do now, but I can think about things that brought me joy. I can think about things that I can still do today and take some time for myself, away from laundry, away from dishes, away from whatever I think I might need to do around here. And there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. We're harder on ourselves. We make life harder on ourselves sometimes. And like I say, it's not that tough. That little kid is still inside there somewhere. I'm pretty much still the height that, we won't go there. But you can still do things. You can collect things, and if you enjoy looking at the things you've collected, that's great. All too often, another thing we do is we tend to leave or try to leave the past in the past. What's wrong with it? Not everybody's past is sugar-coated, and a lot of people have skeletons in their closets and things they don't want to remember. Don't. Give yourself that permission to not remember those in a healthy way. But do call on the things that were fun. Camping trips, fishing trips, going next door and hanging out with the neighbor kid, Christmas caroling, picnics, anything like that. The whole point of today's chit chat is a holiday again is coming up. And no, it's not as big as Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and, the biggies. It's still considered a holiday, and some people just don't have somebody to share that with. And though that breaks my heart, if there's something I can do, I will try to do something. But I want everybody to know that you're not alone. There's a lot of people that they don't do Valentine's Day. I used to be one of those for a lot of different reasons. And I'm slowly trying, hopefully no more curveballs. I'm trying because it's better to look on the positive. Everything's better on the positive. And there is so much that you can swirl down the drain hole with. Choose not to. It's okay to, but choose not to if you don't have to swirl. Like I said, spoiling yourself, moderation. I'm not condoning or not condoning or condoning buying a Porsche when you more have like a minivan budget. I'm not telling people what to do. These are just things that I've perceived. These are things that I'm going to be incorporating in my life. Because getting back to the weather here, for me, I kept my brain active thinking maybe the best thing to do is to move somewhere where it's really warm. Which sounds great for everybody. But when you look around at where you are, at least for me, I took a look around, it's really not that bad. And it's not that tough. So, I'm choosing to do something when my mind begins to wander and thinks it needs to be, relocated. If that happens, great, we'll take you along for that journey. But I'm thinking I could color. I could sit down and take a break. Put on some Charlie Brown. Anything. Christmas movies, Hallmark. Woo, Hallmark. Now there would be a sponsor because I love me some Hallmark. But make sure, what I would like to do is tell you to make sure to take time for yourself every day. Not just a planned day, not just a weekend. There are 24 hours in a day, and for those that work full time, they get you 8 to 9 hours. The rest of that time is your time. Do what you want. Within reason. Make sure it's legal. Don't be telling them Grandma Kitty said, because no. But just make sure you're taking care of you. Because you're worth it. Don't let anybody ever take your sparkle. That's yours. It's unique to you. And I say that because a few years back, mine kind of, got yanked away, and I was left basically crumpled under the tree, so to speak. It's hard to take it back. It's hard to sometimes look in the mirror and like what you see. But you're important because you're here for a reason. That heart beating inside is because you have purpose. So, go sprinkle some of that sparkle around, but don't give it all away. Hand out those smiles because they're free. And you never know what that'll do for somebody else. And I guarantee you, it'll make somebody else feel really good. And if you make somebody else feel good, you're going to get the payoff too. So, until I see you guys again, which will hopefully be Thursday, because I'm going to try and do Tuesday and Thursdays. Have a good rest of your day, night, morning, depending on when and where you're watching from. And be nice to yourself. Because it's just not that hard. You're more than just a face, and you matter. Have a great day.